Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This was yesterday before I started talking, and this is Woody. And this is Jasper. And the ginger and white cat in front of you, for those of you that don't know, is Harry. And Harry's blind. And there's his friend Woody. If you watch Harry, he sniffs everything. Every weed, every blade of grass, every plant, every piece of ground. Everything is sniffed, and everything is mentally mapped out and committed to memory. He likes to know where he is at all times. If you've been watching for a while, you would have seen Harry, after the walk is finished, walking back down the road towards the house, which I started to let him do. I have had to stop that now, because Harry was getting 3/4 of the way home down that block paved road, stopping, sitting, turning, and then running all the way back up to the ridgeline. And as he got to that ridgeline, he would veer off to the right, down a slope or a bank, into some weeds, because he knows I can't get to him easily. He knows where he is. He's very clever. And just because he's blind, it doesn't stop him from doing anything, including climbing up onto walls, into trees, rock climbing. Yesterday morning was unusual. Not the fact that anything happened, it was every morning after breakfast, without fail, Harry's friend Dipper, or Harry's friends Dipper, Grey Cat and Fergus, are all waiting to go for their walk. And yesterday, none of them were around. So it was just me, Harry, Jasper, Woody and Boffers. Now this is Boffers. I think that Boffers and Woody are brothers. There is about 3 years between them. But they are obviously, they're both the same colour, but they both have identical markings to another black cat that comes from the village. I call him Lucifer. He comes up to the house. And I still think that their mother was a tabby cat that used to come up to me. She was completely wild. Come in for a food, then she had to be off. You could never pick her up. She went ballistic. Now, she gave birth to 3 kittens in my garden a few years ago, who you would know as Grey Cat and his brother and sister Bigfoot and Quizzy. And Lucifer was their father as well. You know, as big as Grey Cat is, his brother, who was also jet black, who also had exactly the same markings as Lucifer, he was huge. But he was born with a deformed front paw. But him and his sister Quizzy, they both couldn't walk or run properly. But the brother was enormous. And a gentle giant. Much the same as Grey Cat is. Can use his size to intimidate, but he hasn't got much else going for him. Most of his teeth have been removed. He's only got his canines at the front, which formidable, but Boffers, when he came into the garden, he came in not long after I moved in and had something to eat and then disappeared. And then he'd be back of an afternoon for his food, but he never stayed. And when he did come into the garden, there was always a disagreement. So he became quite a nervous cat, big but nervous. And last year, he came into the garden, and there was a big meeting one morning. And ever since then, he's been trying to integrate back into the family. Hasn't been easy, because Grey Cat and Fergus both rejected him. And there was scuffles and arguments, but he's kept at it, he's persisted. And another problem for him is the blind cats. For them, he is a new scent, a new smell, and that could be a threat. So he has had to win them over as well to be able to come back in, which he's slowly doing. Harry's accepting him. Kira and Momo, William are slowly accepting him. And also he was living, well, he still does I think, on the mountain. So of a morning as we started our walk, especially along the ridge, he would appear from the bushes. Again, he would hang back initially, but more often than not now, he's joining us. And even Fergus and Grey Cat are accepting him now. So it can work. An outsider coming in.
Boffers.
There he is sitting at the end of the wall. Now this is for the lady who thought that I was a long way away from the mountain. I'm not. I'm on the mountain. Literally, where I was sitting talking yesterday is a stone's throw from where I... In fact, that's me there, that house. So, on the mountain. How much longer I shall be there for, I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. So this is their playground as such. I mean, we don't go up there. It's a lot higher than it looks and steeper. But round here, up in those rocks and boulders up there, that's where they play. And further up into those trees we go. As quiet as it was really nice actually, just to sit and not have a lot of cats around you. And they were happy to just relax. And I could get on with the doing those 2 videos. The other 3 are fine. I don't know where they were or gone to, but they were fine. So I hope you've all enjoyed our video from yesterday, everyone. Videos. If you have, please give us a like and subscribe and a share, a question and a comment. All are important. Thank you for all of them. And as usual, we will all see you again very soon.